number one priority is to make Akash usable for normal web developers and make the experience cohesive, right? So putting a lot of work towards it. That's going to be the foundation for our growth, and I'm really excited about the work and can't wait to show you. So the adoption plan, like I said, right, we're going to be very diligent. So we're not going to aim for the world immediately, but we're going to do so in a phased manner. The first phase is being to attract Cosmos users and our immediate community, and and then the Web3 community at large. And the reason for that is we need Akash. To use Akash is an incredible behavioral change, right? So compared to the cloud or compared to any other products people love, like Netlify or DigitalOcean or any of those products, right? I mean, those products, you sign up, you give a password, you put your credit card, you're done. With Akash, there's none of that stuff. There's no email address, there's no passwords, there's no credit cards. There's a completely different product, completely new way to use the product. So it's very hard to go with a behavioral change, change enforcing product to a new user who has no idea what blockchain is. So it's important for us, even people that have an idea what blockchain is, they all look for Ethereum and MetaMask, right? So going to a user that really don't understand Cosmos and asking them to use the product, our success has been very, very low. So instead, we chose to focus on a user that understands how to use the product at a high level so that they can see the value underneath the product can provide. Akash, when we launched, was command line only, right? I mean, thanks to Akash Analytics and other applications that added a UI that significantly made it better. But command line only was the initial introduction. That means you need to know what a key is. You need to know how to fund that key. And you need to know Cosmos projects are not supported by centralized exchanges at large. So you need to understand how to go to Osmosis. So it was much easier for us to target Cosmos users initially and provide value to them, right? And validate a model that way. And that's working really well. If you look at our ecosystem page, you see top Cosmos projects like Osmosis, Strange Clan, OmniFlix, and most of the new projects are actually choosing Akash over Amazon. So I'm really excited to see. And some of the older projects like OurChain are considering Akash and whatnot, right? So we're seeing quite a lot of adoption. And while we're doing so, we're identifying problems, we're fixing them so that we can be ready for the next phase, which is the Web3 and the crypto native phase, right? And we're kind of slowly going there. As you see more of Web3 coming into Cosmos, like DYDX, our opportunities to attract Web3 users are going to go higher and chances are going to improve with this migration alone. But in general, as the bear market takes in, we're starting to see people focusing on cost optimal solutions, Akash being the number one. Position really well to take advantage of that. And with building UIs, we're going to be able to enable a lot better onboarding mechanisms. We'll be enabling emails for notifications, right? We'll be able to enable credit cards because of our model that we created. So we'll be able to do a lot more with this web UI that's going to remove friction from adoption and all increase retention as a function. So in next phase, we're going to be focused on data intensive applications because it's extremely expensive to run GPUs in the cloud, and GPUs are a big part of the cost envelope. And us solving the GPU problem and especially by sourcing the underutilized GPUs from the Ethereum merge is going to be a very important unique value proposition Akash can provide to the world. So, that obviously is going to be our second phase. And now the user experience should be optimized for the stack should be optimized for data intensive applications. So when we move to the second phase, you're going to see adoption reach a new high, right? And of course, we're going to offer a market that's been starving, that's been like under threat by the cloud provider. So us solving a real pain point, which is saving money, is going to be extremely attractive for a lot of the data intensive workloads. And then we move to, once we can solve the cost problem with data, we move to the performance problem. How can we leverage and now we have like much lower cost, data layer. How do you serve that data in a high performance way, right? In a low latency way. And you do that by reducing the network latency between the end user and the server. And that means you need to go where the user is. That means the servers need to be in the same location of the user. With Akash's model, we're already seeing quite a bit of adoption. We have about 39 providers right now, and that's going to accelerate over time as we solve the data intensive problems and the crypto native problems of the communities we target, right? So over time, that's going to go, to a point that Akash will be the fastest network to deliver the cloud on, right? Imagine having 1,000 endpoints, 1,000 regions compared to Amazon's 16 or 17 regions, right? Amazon's and the old cloud of the world are limited to data centers because remember they have to go build their own data centers. Akash, we don't build our data centers. People with data centers come to us. It's a fundamentally different model as to how we onboard. Once we make the data center adoption simple. And it's just not us. We have Pradar, we have so many other applications that are making it super simple for providers to enable Akash. And as it gets better, we're going to see enormous node distribution, and that's going to give the foundation for really high performance compute that we're really excited about. And then with that high performance and low cost data processing, we can build the next layer from a product, the services layer, right? And then we'll be able to attract the mainstream Web2 folks, and that's a $1 trillion market opportunity. But we're going to be diligent, we're going to be phased, we're going to be disciplined, and best part, we have the runway to get there, right? We have the runway and we have the team. So I'm really, really excited to execute on this plan and the vision that we have at Akash. Hopefully that airs out a lot of questions on what we're doing and how we're doing.